Hi guys, my name is Lukman from the Kunyit TV News. We're here bringing you guys news and updates on what's happening around the world. So last time we talked about Jakarta, the flood in Jakarta, but this time we have a new headline on the bushfire that's currently happening in Australia. So as you guys have seen and heard on social media or the news, this bushfire started in September in Australia, but it happens regularly throughout, like yearly, during this summertime in Australia. But this time it has been found that it's becoming critical and getting worse than the past. So the fires burning since September has intensified over the past few weeks, with numbers of towns evacuated, and then the high temperatures and strong winds that are forecasted for this upcoming week has created a further risk of the fire being spread throughout the whole of Australia. So what causes this bushfire to happen? So they're caused to bushlands, whereas Australians would refer to it as the eucalypt trees. The eucalypt trees, they contain the leaves itself contains highly flammable oil that has the ability to burn rapidly and extremely well in fire, so which causes it to spread really fast. So the bushfires are caused by natural causes such as lightning, but more frequently by man-made events such as arcing from overhead power lines, arson, accidental ignition in the course of agriculture clearing, campfires, cigarettes, and also drop matches. So once these fires have started, other areas are at risk too, with embers blowing by the wind causing the blaze to spread to new areas and towns. So the ecologists from the University of Sydney estimated almost 500 million of mammals, birds, and reptiles combined have died ever since the fire began. Animals like kangaroo, koala, and wombats, which are very unique to Australia, which are very well known to be in Australia, are at danger of being extinct if they are not saved immediately. So now let's look at what's happening in Australia at the moment, and let's watch some videos.
Bateman's Bay and all those beachside coastal communities to the
fact it hasn't rained here for nearly 5 months.
These fires have spread faster and further than the modelling and the...
So there are pictures on the animals like kangaroos dying on the fence, waiting for its mom to come back, or trying to run away from the speed of fire that's being spread across Australia, because the speed of the spread is twice as fast as an average human can run.
Just careful his claws.
And then there are pictures of koalas being saved, which is very sad for us to see. And then look at the pictures of people with their families, looking at their houses being burned down, their cities being burned down, and then almost having no hope of it being saved. But people are helping. We have donation sites coming up. We have donation sites such as the NSW Rural Fire Service and Victoria's Country Fire Authority, the Victorian Bushfire Appeal, which helps the firefighters in Australia. There's the Salvation Army and food banks where you can help the people of Australia that are homeless at the moment. There's also the World Wildlife Fund, which helps the wildlife situation with the animals and building back their home, so that they can come back into the wildlife and live again. So we have some of the statistics for this bushfire is that in the New South Wales, or the Australian Capital Territory, 16 people are found dead, and there's one person missing at the moment. There's more than 140 bushfires burning at the moment. So the spread of this fire, there's around 3.6 million hectares, which is greater than the size of Belgium itself. So imagine how big of a bushfire that is. There's 1,365 homes confirmed destroyed, so the people are left homeless. In Victoria, there are 2 people found dead and 28 missing. There's about 50 bushfires burning at the moment. There's more than 780,000 hectares of land burning, which is looking to rise up this week due to the wind blowing. In Queensland and Western Australia, there's about 33 fire burning in Queensland and 35 bushfires burning in Western Australia. What can we do to help in this situation? You guys can help by donating anything you guys can spare, such as money, maybe clothes, food, and so that Australia can rebuild itself for the people, for the animal, and for the country itself. So let us send our thoughts and prayers, at least for the ones that have lost and the ones that are seeking a new beginning. So I think that's it for me for today, bringing you guys news on Australia. I hope you guys can help and maybe share this to your friends and families from across the world. Thank you.